So it's getting to the end of 2022, and I thought that it would be a really good idea if I went through ERLC's statistics for the year and see how much it's grown, see how many players it's had, and different things like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. So if you do enjoy, make sure you drop a like and also subscribe, but let's get straight into it. So I have done a video like this previously. Now if I just minimize my Roblox here, you can see I have this page open called Rollymons. It's a website, rollymons.com, and on this website you can see loads of statistics about a game. So you can see how many players are playing it now, you can see how many visits it's got, how many upvotes, downvotes, and all of the other stuff on it, even average playtime. So you can see the average playtime is 15.82 minutes, which is decent, to be honest. I mean, I don't know a comparison to any other Roblox games, I'm not a Roblox developer, but I assume that's pretty good. I mean, having someone play on average for nearly 16 minutes is decent, I guess. But if we scroll down here, we can see there's loads and loads of different graphs we can look at here, so it might look confusing at first, but this is throughout the entire time ERLC has been released, or most of it anyway. So you can see 2020 over here, it starts kind of February 25th 2020, and if we go all the way over here, you can see most recently December 20th 2022, so quite recent. Now if we have a look at this, we can see the start of 2022 is just here. So you can see December 31st, then January 2nd. So I'm going to be looking at if ERLC is dying, because a lot of people these days, they seem to say to me that ERLC is dying, and I don't think it is. There are some factors I can understand why they think that, but personally I don't think ERLC is dying, and I think these statistics that I'm going to talk about will show that. So if we go back to it here, you can see this is concurrent players, this is new visits, this is new likes, like percent, new favorites, and average play time. So if we start over here, you can see concurrent players has kind of pretty much stayed the same the whole time. It hasn't gone up, but it hasn't really gone down. Right, there's been some spikes. This was a very big spike. I think this is when the summer update 2021 came out. That was huge. Obviously this, I believe, was the summer update 2022. Now you could look at this and think that, right, okay, look at the big spike we had for the summer update 2021. Did we get that for summer update 2022? No. That is a bit disappointing, but that's possibly just because of the update we got. The map expansion we got for 2022, I personally think was better than the 2021. However, the 2021 one gave us the new hospital, loads of new roleplay jobs, the tractor, everything like that, just to name a few things. And you can see the amount of players that ERLC got for the summer update 2022 was only 17,688. Yet for the 2021, 26,224. So you can see that is like quite a lot less, you know, that's like 10,000 players more in 2021. So I guess in some respects you could say that is because ERLC is dying, but personally I think that's just because people weren't as excited, I guess, about this update. I think it's a really good summer update, but that's just my opinion, and I don't know what other people think about it. I know the feedback they got was really good. It was an update that everyone had asked for, but we never really got, so to get it then was a massive thing. But yes, you could argue it's because ERLC was dying, but let me know what you think about that in the comments below. But that's all we can really tell from this. So if we have a look at new visits again, you can see the new visits 1.7 million in one day. That's incredible. And then 1.3 million in one day for the 2022 update. You can see these kind of average out throughout the year. They don't go down, they don't really go up. Now you can see a slight decrease just here compared to what we got over here, but it's nothing. You can see here it's kind of, you know, 400, 500, 700,000 over here. You know, there's a lot more, 400,000, some 300,000, you know, and it drops back down here to 300,000. So I guess you could also link that to ERLC is dying, and not as many people are playing back the game as what they perhaps were last year. You can see a lot more visits over here compared to what is over here. There seems to be a lot of spikes here. Not sure why that is. I assume that might be for updates, but I'm not really too sure. I think it's glitched now. I need to refresh the page, but you can see the visits for the most part stay the same, which isn't really anything to worry about. So we can see the like percentage here has definitely taken a toll this year. So we can see this was how many likes it had in April 2020. We can see this was throughout 2020 all the way over here to the start of 2021, and you can see 2020 was great. However, as it got to 2021, the like percentage really decreased. Now this gap here, I have a thought on what this could be. So in 2021, Roblox did a metaverse event for Easter. Now, there was 4 different teams for the Metaverse event, if I remember correctly. It was like an egg hunt, and ERLC was in one of the teams. Now, ERLC at that time was a paid access game, which obviously, if you were in that team and you wanted that team to win the Metaverse event, but to help your team win that event, you had to pay to play a Roblox game. That obviously put that team at a disadvantage, and I remember ERLC got a lot of hate for doing that, so I think that's kind of where this like drop, I mean, it's not really a major like drop if you look, it still kind of stays at 93%, and it's only down here that it kind of goes to 91%. To drop kind of like half a percentage of likes is quite substantial for a game of this size, and you know, I think that is because of the Metaverse event, which did cause some drama. Now, I understand the drama because if you don't have Robux, then you weren't able to help your team in the same way that you would be able to help any other team. But that's just my opinion, and let me know what you think about that in the comments. But as you can see, this here is also when the game released free. So June 25th, you can see similar date to over here where we've got, what's this, June 29th. So yeah, similar date. You can see June 29th is kind of where it starts to actually go on a decline. But this is where ERLC became free. Now, this was expected because when ERLC became free, a lot more people would play it. And I think because it was so recent to here, people were still kind of annoyed about the Metaverse thing. So they kind of still took it out on ERLC and still disliked the game. And also because public servers would become absolutely chaos because there would be loads of new players with, you know, no experience in the game and not knowing what to do. So I think that's why there was this major decrease here, but then it kind of flattens out again, and then everything is fine. It doesn't really drop. We can see a little drop from kind of September this year right down to December, but that's nothing really too major. That's just a very, very small kind of drop. But yeah, that's the like percentage. Now this one is quite a big thing. So you can see the new likes. Obviously the summer update, so many likes. We did not get many new likes for this year's summer update, but summer 2021 update obviously we did. You can also see the likes have severely decreased here each day. Now they're only getting like 285 likes per day. Some days they get a few more, but you can see for the most part on these most recent days it's kind of 300, 200, as you can see there are some big days, but just looking at this graph you can see that there's a lot less here than there are here. So I think that's quite crucial to note if you want to see if ERLC is dying, which as I said I personally don't think it is, but you could take that into account if it's not getting as many new likes. New favourites, you can see nothing really at all to mention here. 2022 summer update basically had no effect on the amount of favourites it got, but you can see the 2021 update did, and that I assume is because I think that's when it went free. Yeah, the summer update 2021 is when it went free, so you can see that's kind of why it got more favourites, because a lot more people were playing it, and also why it got more likes actually. But you can see the new likes and the new favourites for the summer 2022 update is nothing. You can't really tell there's even a spike for the 2022 update unless you're looking for it. Not really much going on there, but it is what it is. I think it's still really, really interesting, and I think it's going to be exciting to look back next year at the 2023 statistics, because I don't think we'll know if ERLC is dying until the end of 2023, where we can kind of have a look and see, okay, 2021 what happened, or even 2020 what happened, 2021 what happened, and then you can sort of see in 2022 some things have been on a decline. We've got the likes going down, we've got the new likes going down, the like percentage going down I meant, and you can kind of see the small drop in the new visits, but I don't think we can really say ERLC is dying yet. But if we look down here, this is the average playtime, so you can see the average playtime has not changed. Average playtime has stayed pretty much the exact same throughout the whole year. You can see from 2020 there was quite a major drop, but I'm not really sure why that is, but it's nothing really too major. It kind of went from 22 minutes down to like 18 minutes on average, I'd say, and then it kind of dropped down to more like 16 minutes on average. But yeah, that is the average playtime. So overall, in conclusion, in my opinion, I personally do not think ERLC is dying, but you will have to make that choice for yourself, and you will have to, you know, make your own opinion on that. And I don't think people should go around saying that ERLC is dead, because it's not. If we have another look, we can see there's 5,500 players right now, and you know, it's got 18 minutes 61. We've got 18.61 minutes average playtime, which is very, very good. I don't think ERLC is dying, which I think is obviously very, very good, because it's a great game, and personally I don't think it will die for a long time. If the amount of updates for whatever reason decreases, then yes, ERLC I think will start to sadly die out slowly, but even so, that will take a couple of years at least for ERLC to actually get to the point where it's dead, and that's the same with any Roblox game. They don't really just become dead instantly. There's a lot behind it that, you know, will obviously impact what happens to the game. But that's just my opinion. I think this video was quite interesting, and I think it was quite fun to actually go and look back at all of these statistics. If you want me to do another one next year, if you want me to look at any other statistics for ERLC, maybe I could speak to one of the developers about perhaps some of their developer statistics and see kind of what percentage of people buy a Game Pass, for example, something like that. Please let me know in the comments and let me know some other video ideas as well. But that is going to be all, so thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Make sure you check out everything else from the description. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye!